Are you the kind of trader that would like a more simplistic way to trade than within the Forex market? Well, binary options might just be for you. With binary options trading, you can know your potential risk and reward before you've even placed a trade. Trading247 are an online trading broker that offer you trading of binary options. They're a fairly new company, but as you'll see over the next few minutes, they have a fantastic offering. Now, Trading247 have various different platforms on offer, including the classic binary options platform, where you can select from commodities, currencies, and by the way, if you are a trader that knows a specific asset type, for instance, one of the majors, the Aussie dollar, US dollar, for instance, it's a good idea to stick to trading that because you generally have a picture of what the market will do. You can also choose indices, stocks, and you can select from the top picks. So this is the Trading247, what most people are currently trading. And to place a trade, you simply choose call or put, whether you think the market will go up or down. So let's just have a look at this line. There's been a downwards trend for a while. Now, if I'd have placed a trade here, I could have pretty much guessed that that's bottomed out, and that would then turn around and gain. So what I would have done at that point was placed a call trade. And as far as I'm concerned, the market is trying to correct itself and come back to where it was. So I would, in fact, place a call on this. I will invest $25, which will give me a payout of $42, and simply apply and approve on that. And that's it. That's my 70% payout by 9:30 p.m. today. In addition, if I'm a slightly more professional or experienced trader, I should say, I might go for the options builder platform, where I have more control over the expiry time and the potential risk that I'd like to take. So let's go for the gold, and I simply choose my expiry time like this. Now I have the option to choose the actual payout I'd like to make. Now what happens here is if I want a 70% payout, if my trade goes out of the money by the expiry time, meaning if I'm unsuccessful, I'll still get 10% of that money back, which is a pretty good deal for me. So I can invest 25 and simply call as I did before. Now, one-touch trading is a very interesting mechanism, similar to binary options classic, but with this, you need to be able to predict whether you think this asset will touch the line by the expiry. So if you think that this will touch the line, you simply call on it. If you think it will touch the lower line here, then you would put. And so very simple, click on call, invest the amount of units that you'd like. So here we are, look at this payout. This is a 400% return on your investment. And again, with a put, it's a 400% return, meaning over the course of the next 2 hours and 56 minutes, I will get $750 back for my money. Now 3 units is $150, so if I'd simply like to try at the beginning with 1 unit, which is $50, I'll get $250 back and apply, and it's as simple as that. And I can come in for more if I feel really good about this. Next, the 60 seconds platform. This is for people who perhaps what you might call penny traders or day traders that just like to come in and out of trades very quickly. The expiry time is in with 60 seconds. So let's look at the Euro USD here. Investment of $5. I'm going to say that that will carry on going up. So I'm calling on that and a start. Okay. And this will give me a return on my money of $70. So for $5 investment, I will get $8.50 in return. So that's a really, really good way to trade quickly. You can see here that my position is open. You can see my trade was the Euro USD, and I placed an up or a call. This was the time I started and the time I'm ending. The entry rate, the current rate, which is already up, my payout of $8.5. and my expiry within 18 seconds now. You can take a look here, by the way, while we're waiting for this to expire, at all your open positions. So that's really good. You can see them directly from the platform. And the other thing to be aware of is you can actually contact the customer support directly from the platform. You can also take a look at the asset index, which is a very, very good one. Oh, you can see here that this is currently tied, so I'm not losing any money on this, which means my expiry ended just as my entry came in. So that's okay. I didn't lose, but then again, I didn't win. Now, the final thing I'd like to show you here is the Pro Trader platform, which is a very, very nice looking platform where you have the option to just sort of customize your chart more. You can look in more detail, and it's always recommended to go back in history and to look at more time so you can get a bigger idea of what the market is doing. But basically it works in exactly the same way. You simply call, put, and just apply and invest the amount you'd like to trade on that. By the way, you have also a demo platform here, so if you'd like to play around and just get a feel for the binary options market before you invest. Deposit and banking types. Well, you make a deposit in exactly the same way as you withdraw, and you can take a look at the list here. So your MasterCard, or now called Maestro, Visa, money bookers, and so on. And you can take a look here at some of the awards that Trading247 have already garnered in such a quick time. So that's Trading247, a very clear platform and a very good selection of trading platforms. Very good for beginner traders and also for more advanced traders too.